The Bitcoin halving is only a few days away now, and everyone is praying that Bitcoin finally starts its ascent to $100,000 or more. What if I told you that a six-figure Bitcoin could be the worst possible case scenario? The creator of the most accurate Bitcoin chart in history now believes the price is going to $280,000, but he's giving us a warning, and you may want to listen to it. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoyCrypto News Edition. Once per day, I'm going to break down the biggest news stories in the space for you. So if you want to know where Bitcoin and altcoins are heading to, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and join both my Telegram groups, the Bit Squad for regular crypto chat and Bit Squad traders to discuss trading strategies. All right, guys, got a weird video for you tonight. We're going to be looking at the change in the Bitcoin stock to flow chart. This chart is the gospel of all Bitcoin charts. This is the one chart that's virtually never been wrong. And now its creator is telling us he wishes it wasn't correct. It is now predicting Bitcoin to go to almost $300,000 each. And I can even tell you that that's above my $225K prediction. But hey, I'll take it. But you have to hear this story. We're also going to be taking a look at the most hated man in crypto taking money directly from the United States. And I'm going to tell you why. People criticizing him are dumb. All right, let's hit the market. All right, guys, so we're just going to be taking a quick look at the markets right now. It looks like Bitcoin could be breaking out as we speak, and it probably will because I just closed a big trade. I just made 40% on a trade. I went 25x, probably a little irresponsible, but I did it and it paid off. Definitely made a huge trade, kind of made up for some of my losses the other day. But Bitcoin right now coming in at 91.85, and I'm making a joke when I say the Bitcoin's probably about to break out right now because I just closed the trade. I probably could have been up a whole lot more than that. So that's kind of the thing that happens to me is I close a trade and then it breaks out. So right now I'm watching the price with my eye. I'm watching the tab over here. Bitcoin went up $50 in about, well, since I started recording this. So right now coming in at actually about 93.40. This chart right here is wrong on CoinMarketCap. Let me refresh it. It's showing an aggregate price. Bybit actually right now has the price at 93.32. It was at 93.50 just a second ago. I'm currently not in a position. I actually got in at this wick down close to 9,000, and I rode this thing back up to 9,300. So I'm feeling pretty good, and it's good because I got stopped out of a trade earlier in the night, but I'm resilient. When I lose money, I just say, you know what? I'm going to possibly lose more money. And sometimes it works out and I make money. So that's what I did. But anyways, guys, if you're interested in leverage trading, if you're a degenerate gambler, or you want to do it responsibly with stop losses and low leverage, then make sure to join our trading group, Bit Squad Traders. And you can use my Bybit link, bybit.bitboy.live, if you're interested in that. But don't sign up if you're a beginner and not come join our group. I want you to come join our group. Even if you sign up, even if you already signed up with somebody else's link or whatever, because I don't want you doing stupid stuff. So, but right now the price of Bitcoin, as we see, we're still in an uptrend on the hourly chart, but we have went down to a little sell zone down here. But I'm thinking we could be breaking out right here. We could be heading up towards 9,500. Guys, I firmly believe now, I believe that we will see $10,000 before the halving. I think we will see 10,000 this week. That's my personal opinion. So that's kind of what I'm doing. That's kind of how I'm watching the market. The markets are just kind of meh today. As you guys can see, 2%, 1% gains, whatever. So we're not going to go over that too much. Bitcoin dominance going up. So that's not good for altcoins. Maybe we might see that number drop off dramatically if Bitcoin does hit 10K. Okay, guys, this story is so fascinating. So basically it says here, the Bitcoin stock to flow creator will go dark if BTC price hits six figures. Now, if you don't know the guy who created it, his name is Plan B. You can find him on Twitter. I can't remember his exact Twitter handle, but he was recently on Anthony Pompliano's podcast. And so there's a new stock to flow chart that was released last week. It was a new incarnation, okay? Now, I want you guys to know this. I've been telling you guys, I made my official prediction for this bull run about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. I believe Bitcoin is going to $225,000. That is the number that I believe. The last iteration of this showed the price much, much, much lower than that. I think it showed it somewhere around $50,000. I can't find it right now. I don't know where it says here. But the long and the short of it is, I think the initial iteration was $57,000. I remember when I looked at the chart, it looked a little closer to 80K, and you could assume the price would go up above that, so probably would have hit over 100K at least. But now a new model is saying $225,000 on, or $280,000 on this run. Now, here's what's really interesting. All right, price, hoopla, we love price. However, listen to what he's saying here. He's saying that he believes that if the price goes that high, if the model is correct, it will not be a pretty picture. He says it will be nasty. Maybe a war. People will have Bitcoin. People have Bitcoins. Bitcoin is not plural, even though we do use the plural for the Beards and Bitcoins podcast. But it says people have Bitcoins. Some people don't have Bitcoin. It'll be some countries have Bitcoins. Some won't have Bitcoins. It will be the U.S. dollar losing its reserve status. It will be geopolitical. It will be military. So is this like an apocalyptic Armageddon thing that we're wishing for? It's interesting, guys. It's definitely something to think about. But I know one thing. You're definitely going to want to be on the have side and not the have-nots. Bitcoin is staging a comeback reminiscent of 2017 bubble frenzy. They talk about the halvening. This is from Bloomberg. This is getting me so excited. I've been watching a lot of old wrestling videos. I don't know why. I only liked wrestling as a kid for a little bit of time. But I feel like talking like Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior when we're talking about Bitcoin's coming on a comeback, brother. Brother, Bitcoin's on a comeback. And Bloomberg, you got the right idea. But let me tell you, USD, you better not come down to the ring for the Royal Rumble because Bitcoin wants you. Eat your vitamins. That's right, kids. Let's do it. This got me all worked up reading this. Just thinking about how now we've got Bloomberg talking about, oh, we're all back. It's time for Bitcoin to make a comeback, blah, blah, blah. It just talks about the halvening and stuff. But we're going to see more of this. We're going to see more normies. We're going to see more people from the financial sector talk about Bitcoin during this halvening. And you know what's going to happen? They're setting us up, to pull the rug right out from under us. Because what's going to happen, the Bitcoin price is going to drop right after the halvening, and then all of these fools are going to say, the sky is falling, Bitcoin is dead. And right when they all write these articles about Bitcoin is dead, it's going to rise up out of the grave again like it always does, and it's going to go higher than ever expected. And people are listening to this kind of stuff because the stimulus checks, people have been actually putting their stimulus checks in Bitcoin. And if you did that, like I told you, would probably be a good idea. As long as it was disposable money, you would be up 35%. How about that, guys? So good to see some people using their stimulus money for Bitcoin for an investment that can put them in a better position for the long term. Looks like I may have got out of that trade just in time, actually. It looks like the price dropped a little bit. But here's the thing, guys. Most hated man in cryptocurrency. I don't know if it's really Justin Sun. I think Craig Wright may get, I don't know. Actually, I think Justin Sun probably is the most hated man in Monte Cristo. The most hated man in crypto, that is. U.S. hands Justin Sun a $2 million COV relief grant. The Tron platform received aid money in excess of $2 million, according to its Chinese WeChat channel. Now, it's interesting. We're going to get to that in a second. Despite making a slew of recent acquisitions. Now, people are losing their minds over this. And this is what I'll say. This is what I just said to Blockchain Brad on Twitter, who tagged me in a post about this. The only people who believe that this is a scandal are people who hate Justin Sun. And that's okay if you hate Justin Sun. That's okay. But just because Justin Sun took money from the government does not make this a scandal. If this was any other crypto company, no one would say anything. You got to understand, Tron started out as a Chinese company. However, they are now an American company, and they have a totally different name. I know the name. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, but I know the name because I've worked with Tron in the past. And it is a American holdings company. So they qualify for relief. Now, here's the issue. A lot of the purchases that Tron has made, now not BitTorrent, but a lot of the purchases, Poloniex, that is Justin Sun's personal money. The Warren Buffett lunch that he paid for, $4.5 million, that was his personal money. Those were not necessarily Tron Foundation acquisitions or events. I don't think Tron Foundation money was involved in Poloniex. Somebody might fact check me on that. But I know Justin Sun was part of the investing team that helped take that on from Circle. But here's the thing, guys. He posted this in his WeChat. And he did this basically to kind of flaunt the fact to the Chinese government or the Chinese people that, hey, here, Tron, here in America, we got money from the government. How about that? Because some people that would be in that WeChat would interpret that to mean that the U.S. government was working directly with Tron. So is this a marketing tactic, him posting it in there? I'm not sure. But this is what I want to say. This is why people that are criticizing Justin Sun over this one specific thing are pretty dumb. Let me ask you, if you're an American, do you give an F about China? I do not. I would take money from the Chinese government all day long if they gave it to me, and I would not feel guilty about it, and I would never get it back, and I would run back to America with it as fast as I possibly could. Now, they're communists, so I can't really go over there and start a business, but don't you think they look at us kind of the same way? If you're a Chinese citizen, should we judge a Chinese citizen against the same morality and standards that we would judge an American patriot? Absolutely not. He's not an American. How can we expect him to care about our government? Like I said, I would take as much from China as they would give me. So I think it's kind of dumb to criticize him over that. They went through the legal channels that were provided to be able to get the grant, and they got it, and it's free money. I don't know many people that would turn down free money, and the government's already clearly proven that, hey, it's not like you're actually taking money from people. They'll just print more. So I don't really understand what the big deal about this is. I've had a lot of issues with Tron over the last year. I've criticized it a good bit. I've been fair. I've been fair to Tron over this last year for sure. You can go watch a lot of my videos I've made about it. But this is unfair criticism towards Tron, in my opinion. And if this was any other person's name other than Justin Sun, no one would care. But now it's your turn. Do you believe Bitcoin will hit 280K or not? Drop your comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please smash the like button and hit subscribe to become a member of the fastest growing community in crypto, the Bit Squad. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. BitBoy out.